Hello, Cancer. My name's Max. I'm going to give you your tarot reading for the week of August 4th. Okay. Actually, I want to start here first with an oracle reading for you. See what's going on, Cancer. Cancer, August 4th. For the week of August 4th, Cancer. Okay, we have Cancer, we have 26, the number 26. Okay. Let me look it up. I'm going to see what it says. Card 26 for Cancer. Okay. Past and future. Fresh start. You just have to turn the page. It's tough knowing what has happened in the past and how close we've been, but you can't dwell on the past. This is the time to rewrite a new chapter for the future. Hopefully, we can put ourselves in a position where we'll all be happy. That's kind of cool. That's a quote from Donovan McNabb. He's a football player, former football player. Okay, so it says, we are often encouraged to live in the moment, enjoy the present, and not to dwell too much on either the past or future. Yet, in a sense, the present is the least consequential of the three concepts. It's merely an abstract state that we inhabit, but for an instant. Okay. In this frozen moment, the woman balances symbols of the enduring concepts of time that precede and follow on from it. On one side is the past, which is now locked and cannot be changed, symbolized by a book on its last page and fully written, but there is also a mirror, as the past still provides value as a reference for reflection and for appraisal and lessons learned. On the other side of her, there's a key that will open doors to new opportunities and a blank book ready to be written. So, card 26 for you, Cancer. Past and future, fresh start, okay? Let's do the tarot reading. For Cancer, for August 4th, Cancer. Cancer, August 4th. Cancer, here we go. I'm going to do a 10 card spread, okay? Celtic Cross. Let's see what they have for you, Cancer. Cancer. Here we go, Cancer. Whoa. Cancer. Ace of Cups. Cancer. The High Priestess reversed. Cancer. Ten of Pentacles. Cancer. Cancer. Six of Pentacles reversed. That is the the Hermit reversed. Cancer. Ace of Wands reversed. Cancer. Two of Cups upright. Cancer. Justice card upright. Cancer. The Empress reversed. Last card. Nine of Swords reversed. Okay. Okay, Cancer. So the first card is Ace of Cups. Let me pull this out for you. Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups indicates divine blessing, happiness, like a deep, deep happiness, even a bliss, a sense of bliss. This is a really good card. Um, so I think beings are looking out for you. I think your guides, your guardians are looking out for you. Those could be many types of beings, your ancestors, all kinds of beings, different gods and goddesses, different guardians. I think you're being watched over. I think they're blessing you. I think they're protecting you. This is the state we all want to be in. This is it right here, and it's you. So, um, so this is a good way to start. Okay, this is a good way to start. Okay, so the crossing energy is the High Priestess. I think it was actually reversed. The crossing energy would be reversed. So it was reversed. So that means lack of clarity. That's what it means. It means lack of clarity. You're not in your power. You're not sitting in your power. You're not like in command. You're not seeing and anticipating. You're not tapped into your intuition. You're not tapped into a deep state. I mean, that can be easily rectified. So to tap into it, you'd go to a lake or a river or a stream or a woods or a mountain, not to the top of the mountain, but near the mountain or a hill, somewhere in nature, by an old tree, and meditate, and this can be turned around, and you can get back into your power. Your mind will be awakened, rejuvenated, reinvigorated, and then you can get back into creating, in that creation state, that state of command and creation, where you will things into existence. Okay. Okay. The crowning position is the Six of Pentacles reversed. So this means out of your power again. This means maybe even somebody's like kind of like could be they're manipulating you or dominating you, or there's you don't feel like you're in your power. You feel like you're under someone's thumb. You know that you're not in your power. You're an employee, not the boss, and you feel it. You know, you don't feel good about it. So to have this in your crowning position definitely illustrates to me that your mental state, you're under kind of like maybe duress would be excuse me like duress would be too strong of a word, but you're not feeling empowered, you're not feeling free, you're not feeling strong. That's what this card would illustrate to me. So again, to tap into that, you gotta tap into that High Priestess card. That's the crossing card, and that's going to help you with this. But this is just a mental state. This isn't like a reality. This is this is a mental state. This isn't real. Okay, this just by changing your view, your point of view, your perspective, you can reactivate this and turn this the right side up. In which case, you have the power. You're the decision maker, and success is yours. Now is the time, right? So we're gonna keep going, okay? And we'll talk about this, Cancer, okay? So in your recent past, Ten of Pentacles, that's pretty good. So that's tradition, wealth, family. It indicates long-term, deep goodness. So this is your recent past. So you're coming from a place of stability. That's good. This indicates family, secrets, family. It's kind of like indicates wealth, long-term wealth, generational wealth. deep wealth, and connections with all kinds of people, and having a big family. It's kind of like it's a good card. It doesn't necessarily indicate all those things for everybody all the time, but I'm just saying this card indicates long-term stability, long-term wealth, deep secrets, deep-seated traditions. It's kind of where everyone wants to be. Everyone wants to be this Ten of Pentacles, because everyone's happy. It's a good place to be. You're coming from that. That's good. Okay, so your deep past is the Hermit reversed. So Hermit reversed tells me you have power, like you have a wherewithal. Um, you've learned enough. You've been around the block. It's time for you to come down off the mountain. It's time for you to no longer hide yourself. It's time for you to take action and feel comfortable in your own shoes. Take up space. Use that power, use that volition that you have, all the knowledge that you have, and to take action in the world. That's what this means to me. Okay, this means maybe you don't feel comfortable about it. Maybe you don't want to do it. It's not something you normally do. You're kind of you're kind of covered in cobwebs, and you've been hiding, and you haven't been tapping into your power, lately, and it's or for a long time, and it's time. It's time to do that. That's what this card says to me. Okay. Also, so you also have in your near future, you have the Ace of Wands, but it's reversed. So Ace of Wands indicates like a lack of enthusiasm, a lack of mojo. You're not excited. No, it kind of means no, or it could mean let's go back. Let's rethink this, or it's kind of like revisionary. Um, um, so let's keep going. So I'm seeing this recurring thing here, and I want to help you through it this week here, Cancer. I think we can do it. But yeah, so it's something you don't like, like you're kind of like, and here's the thing, okay? Um, you can change your situation by changing how you feel. It's not, so it really. I mean, I'm not saying in a funny way or cute way or like some sort of poetic way or some sort of vague, stupid way, new agey way. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can concretely shift your reality by changing how you feel, and it'll concretely change things outside of you. Okay, the world outside of you. So it'll. So what you need to do is you need to believe me when I say that. Okay, and you have to, and just remind yourself, all the times when you've changed your point of view, when you've all of a sudden thought, whoa, it's not so bad, actually this is kind of cool. All of a sudden things changed. People reacted to you differently. Things opened up that you didn't even know existed. Whatever it was, things opened up. Like all of a sudden possibilities are there that you didn't even know about. They're there. They've been there the whole time. You never saw them, and then all of a sudden they're there, right? And so that what I'm saying is true. What I'm saying is true. So you need to tap into that. So change how you feel. How do you do that? You meditate. So you meditate that. This is a secret, by the way. This is a secret. And I'm telling you this, Cancer, because I want you to do well. Okay? So this week, every day, just try it for 30 seconds, okay? And if you like it, keep going. If you don't like it, and if you need to stop, just stop. You don't need to. It doesn't need to be strenuous. It doesn't need to be awful. It doesn't need to be a burden. One more chore to do. Okay, just do it for 30 seconds. Imagine yourself in a place that makes you happy. So maybe it could be any place. By the pool. It could be at a friend's house. It could be if you like a movie, there's a movie you liked as a kid or as an adult, you like this movie and you want to be there. You wish you were there, on that mountain or in that spaceship or whatever it is, right? So imagine some place Imagine you're in some place that makes you happy. That, you know what I mean? Do that. And that's a big, it's not the whole story, but that's part of the story. That's part of the way. That's a big part of how you change your mind, is you change your mental geography. That's how you do it, okay? And so you do that. You tap into that. You tap into that. You're gonna reawaken to the innate power that you have, the power to shift your reality. You can shift your reality, and you shift it with your emotions, and your emotional state can be shifted if you put yourself in a mental geography that is that makes you happy. That's wonderful. The more wonderful you can make it, the more awesome you can make it, the more awesome you feel, and the more awesome your reality will be. Okay? So this means you're tapped out. This means you think life sucks, and you're seeing walls when really there's these grand vistas, grand vistas of mountains and rolling hills and castles and lakes and towers, and but you're seeing a wall. You're seeing like this brick wall or something. So you just need to visualize, like I said, imagine. Okay, so you have the Two of Cups in. This is you. So this means you're very approachable this week. You're very attractive. You're appealing, interesting. People want to approach you. People like you. And you may even find other people attractive. You're in that mode. You're in that mood. And so this is where relationships can start, and where possibilities can come about. So this is good. Okay. Also, in your oh shoot, this is your environment. You have in your environment you have justice. Okay, justice means decision making. It's a heroic card. It's a card of high energy, basically a card of high level intellectual mental energy. It's a card of saying yes. It's a card of saying yes, and it's a card of victory. It's a card of force. Um, so put your energy into something. Say yes to something. Be affirmative in your mode, in your way of thinking. Okay. This is hopes, fears, and opportunities. So this is the Empress reversed. Empress reversed would indicate um, um, a need for something, or you're lacking something, or you feel like you're lacking something. You feel like you're not getting the support you need, something to that effect. So I think by changing that card, that Ace of Wands, changing the Ace of Wands, I think that's really going to help you. So that means reinvigorate that fire, because this is hopes, fears, and opportunities. So um, you have an opportunity to nurture yourself, to feed yourself, spiritually, mentally, to enrich yourself, spiritually and mentally, by meditating, by focusing on things that you like, focusing on things that you enjoy. That will charge you up. That'll turn this around. Because I think in many ways we do this to ourselves. We kind of starve ourselves of good things. We read too much of the news or something. We think about bad things, and we get inundated with bad things, and we forget to nurture our minds. And by nurturing your mind is you I mean you think of things that are nourishing, that make you happy, that bring you joy. Like I said, that spiritual geography, that's what you need. That's what this means. This means you're starving yourself of good things, nourishing imagery, nourishing thoughts, nourishing environments. So that's within your power. Okay. Also, at the very end here, we have the Nine of Swords reversed. Nine of Swords reversed means you are awakening. You are awakening to your power. You're seeing the illusory nature of things that were dominating you, things that were hindering you, things that were holding you back, things that were working against you. You're seeing that they're ultimately ephemeral. they're dreamlike, they're not real, and they're usually products of your own mind and your own imagination gone wrong. So if you can control your imagination, control what you imagine, you can control how you feel, you can control what you see in the future, right? You can control how you can control the trajectory of your life by controlling what you see with your mind. Okay, so this is, you're seeing now that your mind has the power. You're seeing now that the obstacles that were so very, very, very real are not real at all. They're not real. They're just products. They're byproducts of your own mind and negative thinking. So, like I said, do what I told you. Okay, do what I told you, and this says to me that you're going to do what I told you. You're going to do it, because this indicates the end of anxiety, the end of grief, the end of agony, the end of that. That's what this indicates. And this indicates that you're finding a way through. Okay, that's good. That's a good week. Okay, so Cancer, I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next week.